Welcome, welcome, welcome once again to URP Practical Talk. I'm your host, Pastor Wendell Jeffrey, and I'm thanking you for joining us. The struggle continues. We are still here talking, listening. We get out into the streets and the highways and byways and we listen. And we want to know what's happening. We want to know what your requests are. We want to know what you think of the past and current administrations and how we can help. Of course, our desire, like many of you, is for a better country. Our desire, like most of you, is to leave a better country for our posterity than we found. And we know that we are not there, and we are convinced, whether or not you support any of the administrations, past or previous, we are convinced that they collectively do not have the wherewithal, and that it will be all hands on deck. All of us have to play our part in order to make this country work. And so we have decided to be on the forefront of suggesting ways that we can help. And so we are here again in your homes, your living rooms, your workplaces, and we are talking. As usual, in the studio with me is Dr. Vishnu Bandu. Dr. Bandu, welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
All right. I wish I was a size big. I could get some of those nice suits.
Definitely.
So you're good? You're good?
Yes,
you're
I'm
good.
fine.
You're good there. All right. So we're looking today at the investments that the government is making. The priorities that they have given to some of the items and where they want their monies to go. What is your take on how the administration is spending by way of parks and these walkovers? They were supposed to do some flyovers. We know the contract was pulled for that. But what was your take? Do you think that monies are best spent in those areas?
No, Pastor. I don't think the government are doing the right things. This administration doesn't seem to know what priority is.
Okay.
You know, what should come forth and what should come after. I went in Cuba. I was looking at the park. You will see the pictures.
Okay.
You know, where in Emouth, they have a park they make there, two sides of the road.
Mm-hmm.
And you will see on the picture where it fence off,
Mm-hmm.
and the gate locked and big grass growing.
So they build a park and
yes.
then lock the gate to
and
the
lock
park.
the gate, yeah. On the opposite side has a next shed of park, you know, where grass is growing, and they have animal inside.
Inside the shed.
You will see it on the picture here if you can see.
Yeah.
You know, those are the kind of.
You have any
thing.
idea what these parks
now
cost?
this park here, what you're seeing right now, this one here, it costs over $80 million.
Okay.
This park here.
The park.
This one here cost over $34 million.
Okay.
Right? Just say, you know, these money are not spent well. It's taxpayers' money.
Okay.
It should be spent on things that the people needs. Now, for instance, the rice industry. They have bad roads. They need roads to come out. But it doesn't seem like the REO understand what comes first and what comes after.
Is it the REO that is making these determinations?
Yes, it was made. I was made to understand the REO make these determination
what the money should be spent.
Okay. You know, not the chairman of the area.
Okay.
Because I guess the chairman doesn't have no voice.
Okay.
Where it's concerned. These money could be spent in so many different ways, because right now in Cuba, they have blackout days and days and days. And the government only seems to favor a certain area where they have support.
Okay. So
right?
the blackout
in the
is
blackout,
not
right?
It only
No.
It's particular to some areas.
Most of the area are blacked out. And one or two of the area always have lights. You know, and people are observing that. And these are people who support them to go in government. All over Cuba, people support them to get in government. But they are not treating everyone on an equal basis.
Let's go back
right?
to these parks.
You know.
I wanna go back to the park, if I might. Why do you think they are locking the gates to the parks? What is happening? Because
I was made to understand also they have some dispute on the land too. They already built it, and some person from London owned the land.
That the government built the park.
And the government built the park. So they already have some dispute. I was made to understand. I don't know how true that is, on the land. But even so, right? If you even have dispute on the land, why are you lacking the park?
And that's why I'm asking, because we had a situation where the last administration built that park what they call the People's Parliament, across from the Parliament building there downtown. And they did the same thing. They spent millions of dollars and then locked the gate. And the only time the gates are open is when the guys go into weed, and then they lock back the gate. So what it is about these things, that they build these things for the people and then lock the people.
Yeah, the people out. Nobody can use. And beside that, no people live around there actually where they build this park. So I don't know what the reason for them building park there. Now, if you look at the red top building, right, of the park, that one there, that area they call Not, right? Now they
the
build
one with the animals.
Not this one. The other building.
Okay.
Right, the other building we got a white fence around. Right, they call that area Not, but they name it Daniel's Tongue Park. Play park, right? Okay. So they have a little confusion around the area with people who living there, and this is what I found out when I was there, right? Why should they name it Daniel's Tongue when it's Not is the area?
That's in.
So so these are things that. What I think government should do, go and do a survey
and talk
to the people before they build these things. Because they're building, they do what they feel like to do, and it makes no sense. It becomes white elephant.
Correct.
Those money could have been well spent in different things.
Correct.
To help develop the farming area, or help develop the job for the youth, or something.
Or go towards correcting the electrical problem.
These are it's a lot of money. It's not a little bit of money. They are about to build a next park next to Anna Regina by the school, for starting $8 million start. When those parks start out, the $8 million, $90 million it become. You see? So it seems like all these projects these guys put on, that there are more projects they come up, like the last administration they come up with. They're able to pull out some money for themselves on those projects.
Yeah, because
so they can fill their pocket. And this is why they keep on building these things, because they have money to go into their pocket. And so we are not in no different situation than what we was, right now. We are not in different situation. Look at the high over bridge. The walkover. The walkover bridge.
That's a new that's a new talk of the town now.
Look, you're going to see the picture of the walkover bridge.
The walkover. What's your take on that?
I just come from there. Okay. They had quite a number of people at the bottom sitting down on the fence. What they make. The bridge is over 18 feet height.
Okay.
The clearance is 18 feet, but it's over 18 feet height.
Correct.
18 point something. Now, if you look at the stair on the bridge, look at this bridge here, how high it is. Look at the stairs, how it is. So I asked the guy them who's sitting there, I said, would you guys walk over there? They said that. When we walk there, when we meet up, we're tired. So why would we walk up? And what happened with the seniors? What happened with the seniors?
They're doing lifts. I understand that they're supposed to be putting in some lifts.
Pastor, let me stop you right there. This is waste of time, waste of money. We do not have the population in this country to do those kind of things. This high walkover bridge here, it's a waste of money. Over $70 or $80 million for one of these, and they're doing 4 in the area. And mind you, $70 or $80 million what they're going to spend, I don't know who and who will get drawback from that.
And that does not include the maintenance costs. Right?
Definitely.
And then
definitely.
I'm not sure if that includes the lift either, because I think that people have looked at the size of it and then people have said, well, look, what will we do? The complication with the lift, though, and again, we got to wait and see how it will roll out, because the complication with putting the lifts is that the lift is now an electronic thing. You can't leave it to the weather. It means you're going to have to secure it.
Wait a minute. We're talking about lift. It works with current, right?
Correct.
We get blacked out all the time.
But that's it. Like,
right?
I guess they might probably put solar.
Huh?
They're probably going to put...
They're going to put solar?
Yeah,
solar can't leave them lift?
No.
All the time keep on going up and down.
And then again, if you put the lift, it's going to incur additional costs, because then you're going to have to put security there, because what happens to people who want to play with the lifts or people who don't understand how the lift works? You're going to have to put people there who could operate the lift. And then that person who you put cannot just be a worker, ordinary worker. That person is going to have to be some kind of a security, because when two people get into that lift and one is a gangster, you got nowhere to run. So if you're in that lift with that person could do you anything. So you're going to have to incur security. You're going to have to do it on both sides of the thing.
Whoever come up with these ideas, I think something wrong with the head. They should go and check their head.
Well, I guess, we look at how the guys look at it. And then,
you cannot look what United States does at certain things. Yeah? Because we are not populated as United States. We are a small country. We are 750,000 people or 800 or what they said we are, right? We don't have that amount of people to cross the road all the time. If you put a police there, a permanent police there, it will work out cheaper than the bridge that they put.
Oh, you mean put a police across?
To direct people to cross. And because we don't have that much people on the area. The next one they put by the stadium. Only when they have cricket, and so you get people across there. And I will bet you any money that nobody will cross on those bridges.
People can cross for the fun of it.
No. They will cross there for get that up view for a little while. If they want to take a pictures and so on, that's what they will do. Maybe that's what the government make it for.
To take
pictures and so.
To take selfie.
Yeah,
And another thing too is that we have a problem with metal in this country. People carrying away metal all the time. So you really gonna have to secure that place, because if not, people gonna come, the junkies or the street people, the addicts will come and cut off and knock out pieces and carry.
Guyana is not ready for this kind of investment at this time. We are not geared for that. We are not prepared for those kind of things, right? What I'm saying, whatever money spent is our money, the taxpayers' money.
Correct.
The taxpayer got to spend it. If they borrow a loan from the bank, if the people have to pay it back. And the people ought to know what they have to pay back for, because it's their money has to pay for it.
But Doc,
right?
That we don't have that kind of accountability. If we watch what has happened or what has happened in the United States when it comes to budgets, those things have to be haggled out. They have to be discussed. The people have to go back to their constituents, and so we don't have that kind of checks and balances.
We have to find a way to start these kind of things. We have to take example from the country that's moving forward, not the country that's moving backward. I think these guys are taking example from country that's moving backward, not forward.
They're taking the wrong example.
Yeah.
No, look at that highway road, the airport road. That 4 lane. They built the airport road with 4 lanes. It comes from the airport with 4 lanes, and then ends at a junction. They ain't going back to 2 lanes. And over all the years, it ain't finished yet.
Yeah.
All the money that they have spent, the road is not yet finished.
So we are in a very serious situation here, Pastor. Very, very serious situation.
Now, the URP is making a lot of inroads. We are on television across the country, and you have been opening offices, and the URP has been opening offices. You talk about some situations you're getting in Essequibo, with the office in Essequibo. tell the viewers what really is happening, because when we were under the last administration, there was a lot of victimization and there was a lot of things. And this administration said when they were on the campaign trail that they're going to do away with that. What is really happening?
Nothing what this administration said has been carried out. Our office opened from the 1st of November. And since we opened there, people have been coming in tremendously in to find out about what we're doing, our policies, our this and that. We have our secretary there. Someone poses as a policeman. I don't know if it's a policeman or what. To the secretary, pretend that he wants to join the URP. And asking all kind of questions. Take her phone number, calling her, asking personal questions about me, when I'm coming to Essequibo, when I'll be leaving the country, when I'll be coming back in from outside. You know, these personal questions.
Wow.
So it tends us to start to think something going wrong here. You know, because it doesn't look right. Because the president recently said that somebody is trying to make an attempt on his life too. Okay. Our people are wondering if it's the same thing they want to try with me.
Wow.
You know,
wow.
Because of the question they're asking. So our organizer with the secretary went to the police station on Regina, report the matter. You go to the sergeant first, the station sergeant. Station sergeant said that's a routine thing, a normal thing.
That the police normally. So it's a police then?
No, that's what the station sergeant
says. That people
normally
do that.
Police normally go and they ask. You mean personal question like this? You know, you're talking about a political leader. So they leave the station sergeant and went and see the commander. The commander calling the CID head. Okay. The girl make a statement and the commander said he's not aware of any police and so forth going there and asking any question. But my organizer for there, they get some kind of tip and saying that some police saying that it's a police from the president office. I don't know how true it is.
Wow.
Right? That they suspected the police from the president office going and asking this kind of question there. So the matter is very serious because our group all in New York and so are very upset about this matter. You know, it had gone very far away, even in the United States. Right?
We have a notorious problem in Guyana as it relates to security, and we have a complication where we are finding that some police officers are involved in the problems and the crimes, and how does that make you feel personally? I know you're a man of prayer and meditation.
Look, I am not afraid of anything, as I always said on this TV station. I am not afraid of anything, but the people who are following the URP are very much worried. They are very much worried because they realize that I'm the leader for this party, and it will be able to harm the party if something wrong with me. You understand? It's not the party will stop from functioning, but it will slow it down. Right? And they are very much worried, and this is why since the New York group heard about this, it gone even to the United States government. So far they took it. You know, because if it's people from the president's office, well, it's something else. You know, why you are going and ask personal question about me? Right. You know, you cannot ask those kind of things. No police have the right to go and ask when you're leaving, correct, when you're coming back, where you're going. You know, that's not your business. You know, so you know, our members in the URP are very much concerned right now. You know, for my safety, because of the question which has been asked.
Okay, you know. All right. We coming up hard on the Christmas season. we have our Christmas season coming up. what kind of Christmas you think we can have in Guyana this year, Doc? I know a lot is happening. A lot of income streams are drying up.
I think our Christmas will be very, very dull. Very dull. Because
Guyanese like Christmas.
Well, Guyanese love Christmas. They don't like it. They love Christmas.
Guyanese love Christmas.
And they will do anything
yes.
to get money, to enjoy themselves, to have a good fun, because the crime started already. Robbery started. Look, West Coast, where I live in Region 3. Very rare we had robbery and so in that area. Now, high daytime, you get robbery. They hold you up on the street high daytime and rob you on the West Coast.
Wow.
Right? Look, a few days ago, right in New Road, they're going to hold up a businessman there. He just come in, took away all his money, with the whole him with a gun, high daylight, and drove away. I think the people fired a few shots afterward, but they couldn't get them. So we are in a serious situation. But this month and next month, I will advise all be very cautious, because the bandit will do anything to get money to go and sport. And enjoy
the police said at a press conference recently, the police are asking people to not use cash. The police are saying that if you're going to move money around, to use cashier checks and to use credit cards. So even the police themselves are recognizing that the problem is greater than they can handle.
It's a good thing that the police can say that. But many people in this country don't even have an account in the bank. Many people in Guyana doesn't have a bank account.
Okay.
Right? So where they going to go get this cashier thing? They have to move with the money to go to the bank to get a cashier check. They have anywhere they go because they don't have an account. What happened with it? And those who even have an account, right? What happened with them in getting the money from where they have to get it to put it at the bank?
Right. Yeah,
what happened then?
At some point, eh? I think, like we say, our intention is not to criticize the governments, but to see how best we can help. But I'm very concerned because the government has, especially the police. The police force has such a big problem now because the police themselves are, when the dust settles, you're finding that police ranks themselves are involved in a number of these things. Yeah. So it got the government don't know, there's no wiggle room, because when we think we're solving crime and it's the average criminal, we're finding that policemen are planning these robberies and providing guns and so it's really the country is in a real tight situation.
But there's a simple thing why that happening. It's because the police are not being paid well. That is one of the most important things. Since 1992, we've been talking about this. If the police paid well to maintain themselves and their family, and you get them commit any kind of crime or take bribe, you put them behind bar. The police are not being paid well. The police job is a risky job also. So, and they're involved because it's not easy. If a policeman got 5, 6, and 7 children, because anywhere a policeman go on station, he left a kid there or 2. So it is not easy
to my knowledge,
for maintain those things. He had to get money somewhere to maintain those children. Because you see the child mother will come at the station and so on, and keep on coming and report him. I saw that personally, all the time what's happening. But the police ought to be paid better so that they can able to perform their job.
This government had promised.
They had promised teachers, a lot of things.
They promised teachers, nurses, and the military.
But they have promised all things, but what did you see anything go on?
Well, I see the teachers are now negotiating, but maybe the police. But you see, the police don't have that prerogative.
Today, up to now for this month, last month, Teachers that hadn't get paid. The civil servant, many of them haven't get paid. What's going on? They are not getting paid, but all the ministers collecting the big fat money are getting paid every date what they're supposed to get paid.
Before too.
Yeah. And people are worried right now about what will happen to the civil servant. Would they get any bonus? Would they get anything for Christmas? Because there are rumors around that government would not pay anything. You know, so all the year these people had been getting a little stipend, bonus, or whatever to celebrate, to make their Christmas bright and the family and so forth. But if they haven't got anything this year, they're in big trouble because their children are looking forward for that little Christmas present.
Of course,
you know.
Let's talk. You really believe that if they pay the police better, it will help with the problem that you're getting?
Yes, it will not. So? It will not completely come off. You see, when you're in a government or when you're in a situation in any country, you can't stop crime.
Correct.
You can't stop anything, but you can minimize it to the lowest extent what it can be. Because you can, no matter what you do, how strong law you put, right? You need to minimize it.
But let me go with the theory. Hear your theory. Your theory is play the policemen better, and if you find them taking bribe, if you find them in any kind of corruption, lock them up, make them a cap. Are you saying that we can't do that now? The government can't do that now? They don't have the prerogative. They don't have
no.
They can't do it now.
No, they can do it now if they want to do it.
So why wait until you pay the police more?
Why wait? Because they're protecting themselves too. Because probably them are doing an illegal thing too. You know, like the last administration. You know, they're probably doing the same illegal thing because everything what they do, check the last administration, it's the same thing. No difference. You know, it's the same thing we're going over and over again. 50 odd years, man, we're going through this thing. You mean our people are not, they're so blind they can't see? They can't see what's happening in this country? It's so blind we are. Always you see that me and Kuliman and you and black man. That's all we want to see. What happened with the Douglas man? What happened with the Chinese man, the Portuguese man? You know, and all the mixed race and so forth. What happened with all of these people? Only Kuliman and black man you see in this country. We need a government, pastor, to treat it equally every human being in this country across the board. If you can't be a government, a president, or ministers to treat everybody equally, you are not fit to be there. You should get out. And this government are not doing that. They are filling their pocket. Same like the past administration. I'm telling you that. It's rumors all over the place, what they are doing. And many things you are seeing. You know, as I said, the old people always say, if you can see something high daytime, you don't want light to see it nighttime. It's simple. You know? And we are seeing exactly what they're doing here. Guyana do not need a government to serve Indian people and black people. Guyana needs a government to serve all people, all Guyanese, on an equal basis. If you can't serve on an equal basis, get out. Be a man enough and resign from your position. Right? But instead of resign, they all think, okay, money coming. They have to get what they can get. You know, they neglect the poor class of people in this country. And they only seek the rich man. So the rich people, what they're looking at, so that they can push their hand under the table and say, put it here, buddy. Right? And you encourage the rich man to tramp on the poor man. Make them worse than what they are. Because when they give you something, they go put it on their merchandise to get back that money. So everybody's suffering all the time. And I always say, the URP are saying, that the poor man is the real man. The grassroots man is the real man. in the country, because had it not been for the grassroots man, the rich man can get rich and richer. If the poor man can't make a living and don't have money to spend, he don't have a job, then the rich man going down. You see, all over this country today, since this administration took power, people have been losing their job on a daily basis in Guyana. Because why? Business is not there. They have to reduce their staff. And they keep on reduce all the time. Because they can't. If you're not getting business, how are you going to pay the staff? And this is what's going on in Guyana, and we are not seeing it. We are not seeing it. That's why the URP always said, when you want to hear facts and truth, come and listen to the URP. When you want to hear lies, go listen to the other political parties. Right? Because what they know is to tell you things what you want to hear, to get your votes, and put them in power, and you wouldn't see them back until next election. They're going to come rap at your doors and make a scene. So this is what's happening in our country. My people, please open your eyes. See what is happening. We cannot go on this road. We have to think about policies like what the United States, like what Canada, all the developed country had. And this is what the URP want for you. And this is what it want to create, so that each and everyone in this country will have smile on their face. I thank you, and may God bless you.
I enjoy when Dr. Bandu gets passionate like he got just now, because it allows you to see his heart and to hear where he's coming from. You know what we need in Guyana. We are trying to help. God bless you until we meet again next week, same time, same station. Remember that these recordings can be viewed on the YouTube, and it can be so you can go back and get access to it, right? www.urpguyana.com or our YouTube page, URP Guyana, and you'll find us and you can share with your friends and family. God bless you until next week. Take care. Bye-bye.